And certainly one big black box in this Norfolk, UK. It's full of mad monster lies and bogus diagnosis. Certainly not me leaving a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields. It's one big monster black box, frame, fix, assassination, and that's why you do have to be off for all the right reasons, because in this Norfolk, UK, this Mason Council, MP Knobhead SS Bacon, number 10, Norfolk Bacon SS, Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner, not true detectives. Yeah, they will put you in their black box and send you to the Norfolk Bacon SS pork farm, Dr. Death's black SS pigsty. Certainly no Roy White and White Van Man here. Christian B, red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sandringham serial killer, paedophile, rapist, ripper, black wizard, terrorist, dish shooter. You know, it's the big monster bluff and all the monster lies in this that they want everyone to believe are true. They're never the case 39 on all accounts. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And a fire engine did just go by, and that is the problem you have. That's why you have to be off, because monster black lies, you know, will get you beaten, stabbed, shot and set on fire. And that was quite amusing the other day. I run into Keith Champness. He's got a mobility scooter, and I said to him, he's got a big one, I said, Keith, you might have to get a machine gun mounted on that for when the Russians come. He laughed. He said, well, he said, funny you should mention that. He said, I've been looking at a funeral plan, but if the Russians are going to nuke the UK, you ain't got to worry about a funeral plan. You know, we want to get a free cremation, and because it's clear at night, you've certainly seen lots of planes heading east, and we're certainly all in range of one big firestorm. It could certainly escalate into World War III, and it certainly could go nuclear also. We could all take a very big hit, the unexpected, when you least expect it. You know, on a day just like today, who knows what a day can bring. But when people in this and in high places, you know, set you up, I go Norfolk Bacon SS, when they set you up, you know, you have to shine the light in the darkness. Like I say, no Roy White and White Van Man here. You know, they set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, and that's to get you done in or to get you locked up. You certainly do have to be off. And it's like in the Oxford murders too. Someone says something and that starts a chain reaction that leads to murders and children being burnt alive on a minibus, just because someone said something. It starts this chain reaction, and one spark can certainly set the world on fire. There's plenty of guns for hire, and they will pay to make you disappear for exposing the truth and exposing their monster lies and their monster black bluff, frames and fixers. And in the film, you know, the Oxford murders with John Hurt, you know, he says this man Johnny Botwright is not mad. You know, what is so important that he would risk his life for? Well, the enigma that I would decipher with God's help, giving me the understanding, the insight and the revelation, you know, is can we know the truth? And we can know the truth. And we can certainly know the truth in the big dis black box, frame, fix, assassination. Who set me up, how they set me up, and why they set me up. Because it was all to cover up a Royal Sandringham estate, New Year's Day find, Jack the Ripper crime, and certainly not mine. You know, I was staying at Disused Beach at Hitcham. Police surrounded my frame fixed Skoda, calling for backup, setting me up as the big black cat, copycat, black cat of Burston, Black Panther, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer. But it's a big monster bluff, big porcupine serial killer lie, and the biggest monster gaff, epic fail in the UK. But that was a Prince Harry, Prince of Darkness, not alone, their hybrid host, case 39 crime, and certainly not mine. So use me as the fall guy and the scapegoat, and then now you expose it online. You know, you certainly can be axed or disappeared or locked up. you know, to cover up high crimes. And like I say, certainly not mine. You know, all fully online for the world to see free. Over 1 million views. Who's telling the truth and who's full of porcupine serial killer lies? Never about money. You know, books can be read for free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. I just backed the story up. The social media will burn down your accounts for exposing the truth and the monster lies. Freedom of speech and expression. There's another plane going east. It's about the 4th one that's come over. You know, when I walk back, so still plenty of activity going on. One big firestorm in the horizon. There you go, Prince Harry look-alike. You know, you all to cover up the sun in LA, USA, Hotel California. You know, he's got 12 vacant rooms. Prince of Darkness, hybrid host, 666. 16 psycho bathrooms. You know, his New Year's Day, Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields. New Year's Day find, Jack the Ripper crime, and certainly not mine. So I won't be taking the fall for their high crime, and there's been others too, and they will hunt and feast again. But like I say, we're all in range. You know, I got death threats of a price on my frame, fixed head, and a big surprise I will not see coming. And again in the Oxford murders, you know, John Hurt says, if you see the trailer, you know, the perfect crime is not the one that remains unsolved, but it's the crime that is solved but with the wrong culprit and the wrong fall guy. They got the fire engine, and that is the problem. You can see this fire crew, Hayne and Co, Sarah Morrison's, this Tesco's and Morrison's. Every mad monster black serial killer lie is mixed into their pick and mix monster deal. Buy one big black monster lie and get 2 free. This fire crew, Hayne and Co, they would provide the Morrison's petrol, but monster black lies, you know, will get you beaten, stabbed and shot, set on fire. Happened to the guy in Bristol, you know, who they set up as a paedophile. Went into his flat, beat him, stamped on his head and killed him, dragged him outside, poured white spirit over him and set him on fire. And he asked the police for help and said he's got a mob outside, wouldn't go near or nigh him. So, you know, just left him to his fate, the fate of the mob. And when you're surrounded in this by big wig know-alls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, all full of monster lies and bogus diagnoses, you know, then I'm going to disappear before they come for me. But I say, people will set you up to get you disappeared one way or another. You know, hired assassins, or, you know, in their big black box. Bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are. You know, black box, frame, fixed, assassination complete, but all to cover up their high crimes. And like I say, certainly not mine. And like I say, the whole big serial killer frame, you know, started because I went to Kisumu, Kenya, because Jaffa and his Yardi gang threatened to burn my mother alive in her car the next time they saw her. Genocide on the horizon, you know, headless bodies coming down the river into Lake Victoria. 17 nuns were hacked to death by 50 youths with machetes in a children's home, not that far from my mother's children's home. You know, God confirmed I was to go urgently. You know, ASP, genuine emergency, a life or death situation. Like I say, not one penny from anybody. Plus, just prior to this, I'd lost a good friend, Philip Hewitt, whose car had overturned. He'd come round on the Wednesday, and on the following Saturday, his car overturned in Roydon, and he was trapped in the seatbelt, and they couldn't get him out, and the car caught fire. You know, and the Lord did give me Psalm 18 for Philip, you know, tangled in the cords of death. You know, I called upon the Lord, so I knew even though he wasn't saved in this life, you know, he's certainly saved in the life to come from Satan and the fallen and the eternal lake of fire prepared for the devil and the fallen angels. You know, but many people will be sharing their fate, and they want to take as many to hell with them as they possibly can. So will you escape in time, and will you get out alive? Anyhow, God bless and take care.